The left has played a second strategic move on top of just trying to fund progressive prosecutors. They've also purported a narrative against conservatives that any time one of us, whether it's you or me or any of our viewers, brings up George Soros, they accuse us of being conspiracy theorists or they accuse us of being anti-Semitic since George Soros is Jewish. That actually is a very effective tactic that they use that a lot of conservatives don't push back on because people are afraid of being called anti-Semitic. They're afraid of being called racist because they're not anti-Semitic or racist. But the left uses that to keep us quiet so that we can't call out these schemes that end up undermining our rule of law.
This is actually a pretty recent phenomenon. I was just writing an essay on this very topic. They do this as well with the phrase cultural Marxism, which is a very well-known intellectual movement. It's been around for at least 100 years at this point. They say that it's an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory, even though the founder of the movement, Antonio Gramsci, was not Jewish. He was Italian, but I guess somehow it's anti-Semitic anyway. This is, applying Marxism to cultural means is actually what we're talking about here. And, it's got a long intellectual history, but they'll call it a conspiracy theory, and they'll associate all sorts of barmy ideas along with it so that nobody can talk about it anymore. And they've done the same with George Soros. To criticize a prominent political donor is not a bigoted act. Think about what they did to the Koch brothers for so many years. But now, because George Soros is Jewish, they've called it anti-Semitic, and they're smearing you with the worst thing that you could possibly be called in America, which is racist. But as with virtually all of those attacks, it has no basis in reality, and honest people, good people who are trying to talk about the truth should not be cowed by that kind of a slimy tactic.